We're gonna do it.
We're fucking doing this, man.
Friends, semi-friends, quasi-friends.
Well, low quasi-friend is just guy.
Dude, I love that term.
Whoa, buddy. Enough's enough.
I want to see the transaction. Friends, semi-friends, quasi-friends.
Well, low quasi-friend is just guy. Hey, you should do it this week. Do it.
No, I'm not ready.
Oh, God. And welcome back to the friendly... Welcome back to the Semi-Friendly Podcast. I'm your host, Austin, joined by my lovely co-host, Codes.
I'm not cutting all that. I'm not chopping and mixing
You're not
that
just
shit either.
fucking doing
So
that?
it's staying, dude.
Oh. All right. Well, how you doing, man? Happy Easter.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like your Easter attire.
Yeah, I went full Christ mode on it. Plus, Baylor's going into the NCAA championship.
Really? That's basketball.
Basketball.
Me and sports.
Who's winning the match, Pa?
Yeah. Did he score a home run? Not in it. Not in it at all. All right. So this week, guys, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to start off with Code's notes.
Oh
yeah.
I see what you did there.
So, I've taken some notes on myself personally. I'm trying to work on a lot of things here. And my number one note is to not interrupt you this week. Okay? Because I've been guilty of trying to just fucking strangle that conversation. Don't say anything. I already know it. I'm fixing it, man. Don't.
Did I bitch you out?
Yeah. Step 2. We're going to start with Code's notes this week because he's always got these little golden nuggets. And then after we finish, he's like, oh, man, I wanted to talk about that. And I'm like, fucking, So
Yeah.
lay it on us.
What do we got? Let's see. I'll just randomize my notes here. Calculating. Okay. I realized last night I just got in from LA and boy, are my arms tired.
Oh, God. This is a whole fucking... No respect. But I mean...
No, I realized last night, it's a weird thing. I realized how much I love pink things. Pink consumables.
Yeah.
And it all started with, I was going to the bathroom last night at a restaurant we went to, and they had that fucking pink soap.
You like pink soap?
The pink doctor soap,
Yeah,
dude. That
you
smells
like
like straight chemicals.
Wait, what? That's a highlight for you?
Dude, smells like it smells sterile, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It
it's just
smells,
fucking clean.
and I'm sitting there fucking holding my dick, taking a piss. Because my thing now is, like, I wash before and after. Like, I do it at work. So, because I'm touching weird shit,
Yeah.
So, like,
So just muscle memory you do before and after.
So, and I was fucking doing my thing. And I was like, that pink shit, dude. Oh, that pink shit. And so I'm taking a piss and I'm thinking, I'm like, what else is pink that's legit? And, like, my brain goes, got you, pink stuff coming right up. Pink Starburst.
The best one.
Kill.
Money.
Amoxicillin.
Allergic.
Anyways, amoxicillin. The easiest way to keep your kids healthy because it tastes like fucking bubble gum. The best.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude.
I don't... No,
But
no
you
experience.
never heard that amoxicillin tastes legit?
I didn't know it was an easy thing for kids to fuck with.
Oh, dude. That's why, like, you go to the doctor and they're like, oh, you got the flu, and you're like, bring it.
Just roll the tray out.
Give me the amoxicillin
give me that
player.
pink
Let's
bubble
go.
gum.
And then I was thinking, Big League Chew.
Yeah.
I was just like,
so
dude,
good.
there's this, like, misconception when you're a young male, like, pink is weak and all. And then I was thinking, I was like, pink went so hard, dude.
What about Pepto-Bismol?
I never really
It's all chalky and shit. It's gross, dude. That'll sour you on pink stuff. But I want to go back real quick to you. Before you said that you washed your hands before, I imagined you waltzing into that bathroom after dinner, like, all right, we're going to take a piss, I'm going to leave. And you, like, casually glancing as you turn to the urinal and seeing that pink soap on the, like, dispenser. And then you're pissing, just staring at it, be like, I'm going to be with you in a minute, girl. Like, just,
no,
I got a date with you.
This place is one of those, like, a lot of people are doing it nowadays because I think you got eaters on the go and whatnot. You could go hand soap or you could go sanitizer.
Did you do both?
No, fuck the sanitizer when you got pink soap. If they got regular bunk ass soap, you can hit the sanitizer. You know what I mean? But they had the pink soap. So I'm walking in there. I start washing my hands. I go, pink sanitizer.
You look, the sanitizer's full. Yeah. And the pink soap's like got barely any left.
I'm licking out the remnants of it.
Dude,
but pink shit, dude. So good.
I'm trying to think if there's anything pink that I really liked. On the subject of hand soap, I like that foamy shit. I like whenever you fucking hit it and it's just foam.
It was a game changer because it's only been out like 15 years or something like that,
dude. But first, it was in nice places.
Well, it was also, I think you saw it more in the medical profession earlier on. Bath and Body came out with that foam shit, the warm vanilla sugar, and what is it? Warm vanilla sugar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smells like straight man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. I love the foam shit because you just fucking a little bit of water, blip, blip, blip. I'm out this bitch.
And a dab will do you because that foam is very, conceiving as far as what it'll cover. Because you can lather very easily with that foam. Like you would think it feels light, so you're like, I got to double down on the foam.
So do they have body wash that's that foam shit?
I don't know.
I kind of want to buy a bottle of that soap and just go in the shower with it and just fucking.
It might last a while though, because you don't need
a dabble, do you? So maybe that's why it's not out yet. Because they're like, okay, if we sell this foam shit,
losing out,
then they're gonna only buy soap instead of once every 2 weeks. It's gonna be once every 3 months, dude. This is bullshit. We can't corner ourselves like that. We need that repeatable business, player.
Yeah, that's
X down the foam body wash. I know their tricks, dude. Bath and Body Works. I'm gonna get you. You ain't tricking me. What else you got besides pink shit, you weirdo?
Dude.
I thought you were gonna say, man.
What did you think I was gonna say?
I didn't know what the fuck you were gonna talk about, but that was a elegant ballet through a minefield.
I also think I have some. I don't know if it's self. What you think of yourself? Self-esteem or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have some underlying issues, but my note was pink, everything is legit. I said Starburst, amoxicillin, and instead of hand soap, I said handsome.
You were like, look at yourself real quick.
I was looking at myself in the mirror in the bathroom as I'm writing it down, like handsome.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that devil. If he wasn't married, the girls would be in trouble.
Speaking of game changers, do you do salt and pepper on your ketchup?
Yeah.
Or do you salt and pepper on the fries?
So I will do salt and pepper on the fries, like heavily, and then I'll do a little bit dash of it on the ketchup.
I never knew that was a thing.
You never even thought about seasoning your condiments?
I think in high school is when I found out about it. Growing up, I never did any of that stuff because I'm like, salt, everybody talk about salt's bad for you, whatever. One of the guys we hung out with had salt and pepper. He put it in his ketchup, and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, you never had salt and pepper in your ketchup?
He's like,
Dude, that was a game changer.
Do your kids do it?
No, but I think when me and my wife were first hanging out, we caught each other fucking seasoning up that ketchup, and we both go,
put a ring on it. That locked it in.
And that's when I knew.
You were like, 2 kids, nice house, north of Denton. Not going to say the exact city because you'll get people breaking in.
Yeah. What else do I got?
I don't know. That's what I want to hear.
I'm trying to keep them all in order. I don't want to just throw a bunch of random things. Speaking of eating out, boy, my arm's tired.
God damn it. I want to get you a gold smoking jacket, by the way.
Right. No, we went out to eat last night, and
Where?
oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
BQ.
Mm-mm. No. But it's funny whenever they bring you the check, you pay with the card, whatever. I was thinking about it. It's funny whenever they come back, as soon as they give it to you and they give you your receipt from the transaction, and they kind of just wait there. You know what I mean? They're like, "You're just gonna fill us out real quick. I'll just take it so we can get your shit cleaned up and we can, you know what I mean, keep it moving." It's like I get not stage fright, but I get like anxious or nervous because they're like kind of hovering. Or whatever.
And then they're gonna see you write the tip.
Yeah, well, I don't really care about that, but I do care about, like, it gets me flustered to where I fucking forget how to do math altogether. You know what I mean? Like, in the car, we'll be talking, and my wife will be like, what's this times this, divided by this. I'm like,
easy.
Green.
Watch this.
Yeah.
Green.
But
you can't do 50 plus $9.
Dude, I'm not fucking, the numbers, fucking beautiful mind, start going and
Zach
shit,
Galifianakis with the fucking hangover, and you're like...
and I'll just stare at it, and she's like, well, you don't know what to tip her? I'm like, I know exactly what to tip her, but I don't know what the total is after the fact. She's like, well, bust out your phone. I was like, then everybody's going to know I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, they're going to know. They're going to know the secret, man.
So I'm just sitting there staring at my fucking receipt like it's a Picasso painting, you know what I mean? Like fucking trying to respect everything.
The waitress is like,
know?
Sir, did you graduate high school?
Yeah, or she just looks over and she's like, it's 53, you fucking idiot. Y'all have a great night.
Maybe read a book or something. On her way, like sassy as fuck.
It gives me anxiety though when they bring it. I'm like, please just drop it off and leave, because I have to sit here and fucking really go over this thing with a fine-toothed comb, because I'm always afraid I'm gonna fuck it up and then something's gonna fuck up with the bank. Just pessimistic me, I'm like, fucking something's gonna happen. They're gonna fucking want to get information from me. I'm gonna give them my social security number. They're gonna fucking buy a house in my name in Arkansas. You know what I mean? It's a whole thing.
Your drive in life to not be found out and to not be looked into is my favorite shit ever, because that's the dumbest concern on the planet. Who cares? If you have to make 2 phone calls because you fucking carried the one over too many times, whatever, man. They'll get it fixed up. It bugs you so fucking much.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't like that shit, because I start going, fuck, carry the one, fucking. I start counting on my fingers and shit.
Have you ever had a waiter or waitress be like crazy shitty to you?
In what respect?
Like slamming plates down and fucking.
Oh, no.
I've never either. I figured you would have at some point.
No, but I did. I don't take no shit from people, as far as, because I learned from my father-in-law, it's not even about like attitude or anything. If he gets shitty service, we went to Cracker Barrel and like they were taking forever to fill his tea because he drinks like 6 glasses of sweet tea in a meal.
Of course he does. How is he still alive?
I don't know. But they weren't coming around and refilling his shit and getting him napkins or whatever he wanted. So he just fucking, towards the end of the meal, just started flipping his plates over. And at Cracker Barrel, they give you like 6 different little plates with all your shit. And he wasn't slamming them. He was just going carefully, turning them all over on the fucking
on the table, dude, syrup and shit all over it.
And he's doing this, and like I'm finishing up, and he looks over at me and he goes, I'm gonna just let me.
What is the point?
He just fucking grabbed my shit, and I was like, excuse you. And he's like, no,
they need to know.
He's like, that fucking service was shitty, Bubba.
It's getting all amped about it, dude.
It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, who does that? Just ask for a manager and say, that was fucking horrible service. Don't do that again.
Yeah, instead, he's like, I'll show them. They're going to have to wax this table twice tonight. Yeah. Flipping these, gently flipping them.
Yeah. Well, he didn't want to cause a scene. He didn't want anybody to see him, so he's just fucking bloop.
Well, then everybody's coming to the restaurant going, or other families are like walking in or leaving and going, you see that older guy with autism over there trying to fucking flip every plate in this motherfucker?
In his head, it's like the insignia of, you know what I mean? It's like, they're like, oh God, there's shitty service here. Should we?
Oh no. Look, the plates are flipped over, man. We got to get out of here. There's going to be hair in our food.
Yeah.
Dude, my grandpa, when he would be finished, even if he was getting the best service ever, I feel like this is a really rude thing to do. and he thought it was the proper thing to do because he had money. You know, my mom's dad. So we'd be finished eating, and he'd wait until our waitress would be coming up to like take the plates, and he'd always have his napkin in his lap, and like she'd be walking up to like take him, like, "Hey, Mr. Rose, is everything?" You know, he'd be like this. He'd take that napkin and go, look him right in the eyes and go, bam, right hard as fuck on his plate.
Because it wasn't a paper one, it was the fabric one.
The real fat. He'd be like, bam, and just look at him. No words.
Power move,
fucking
dude.
Just, I'm done, get my shit. And he's like me, where like, if I go out to eat, as soon as I take my last bite, I want the check and I want out of here.
Oh, dude,
just
I'm done with it.
pull the ripcord. Just, I want out of here.
I'll do it mid-meal. They'll be like, everything's good.
Dude,
I'm like,
same.
yeah, whenever you get a chance, let's just wrap it up.
And my wife eats super slow.
Really?
The slowest eater. So always sitting there with the fucking check, all done, and she's like,
You got your arms crossed.
yeah, I'm just like, and she's like finishing her salad and moving the steak over. You know what I mean? I'm like,
no.
And I'm not gonna whip my phone out at a restaurant because that's rude, you know. So I'm just sitting there. But yeah, my grandpa, power move from hell. They'd be walking up, and he'd just be like, and they'd be like, "Oh, okay, cool. You know, we get it. We see your Rolex." It was the weirdest shit. I from us working at the restaurant, you know.
Yeah.
It gave me an even better perspective of treat those people with respect and kindness, even if they're having an off day, because that job's not as easy as people think it is.
No, not at all. It's the worst kind of job.
It's a hard job.
I was talking to my boss the other day about, or not my boss, somebody at work. I was talking to them about how I still have anxious dreams where I'm like, I've said it on the podcast where I all of a sudden I'm in a whole full restaurant and I've got like 30 tables going and they all need chips and they need fucking drinks and they're like, waiting on their check. And you're like, I'm going to fuck this all up. Dude. I'm getting no money.
And nobody's helping me with it. Yeah. To me, people show their true colors with how they treat service staff.
Yeah.
Like, me and you are very similar in that, like, if there's a doorman at a bar, we're going to talk to him. How's your night, dude? What's the craziest shit you ever seen? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. If we have a waiter or a waitress, we're going to ask them questions that's not just, hey, do you recommend the burger or the chicken strips? We're going to fucking, hey, how's your day? You know what I mean? Like, that job's really tough, and it's really easy to just shit on those people. But once I worked there for just a little bit, I was like, oh, man, tipping large the rest of my life, being the nicest I can, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't have those nightmares anymore, but I do have nightmares of my previous job.
Oh,
same kind of thing, just like shit hitting the fan. I'm the only person, and I'm like, those are the only kind of I don't have nightmares where it's like aliens kidnapping me, or
I
like,
want those kind of nightmares.
I do too. I don't get them, man. Dude, I could drink like 20 beers, go to bed, and I have a dream where I'm like, we go to Japan and fucking eat.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Cool. You know what I mean? It's fine, but I want wild shit dreams. I want fucking World War II.
I want all kinds of dreams, you know.
I want aliens. I want like hero dreams where like people trying to break in my house and I smoke them. I don't get none of that. It's just like a cool trip with my wife, or like me and my friends playing guitar.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a great dream. I'm just kidding. They are great dreams, but can somebody please write in and tell us how we have some fucking nightmares up in this piece?
Yeah. Or even good dreams. I don't have either of those. Good dreams and nightmares. I just have like just shit. Just like regular shit. You know what I mean? It's just like, I went to the bank. You pulled out $200. You know what I mean? Fucking, it's just regular fucking running errands in my fucking dreams.
I know, like, that's the ultimate nightmare. I didn't know it was that mundane. I at least like go on trips and shit. Yours are just like paying the water bill.
It's like looking between the shiitakes or the portobellos, and you're like, you know, it's like a fucking, in the dream, it's like 2 hours. You're going, but these are bigger, but these got a little bit better taste. These saute up nicely. You know,
that's not even a dream. That's the memory of a task. Like, God, what is going on in your brain?
It's like I wake up with a boner or something, and my wife's like, "Oh, you have one of those." It's like
shiitake dreams.
You're like, no, I had a fucking steak that was choice, and it just fucking got me hard. You know what I mean?
That's the last
She's like,
dream.
Yeah, right. Who was she? You know, what'd she look like? Well,
medium
she was bleeding
rare.
in the middle. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, not. She was seasoned on both ends and bleeding in the middle, okay?
You get it, man? That's so funny.
Oops.
My bad. Dude, when's the last time you dreamed? Like that you remember, like a good dream?
I have a lot of deja vu dreams where like I'll run into somebody or something, and it's usually just a continuation of somebody that I haven't seen in a long time that I ran into the previous week or something.
Like in real
that.
life?
Yeah. So it's like a double whammy deja vu dream type of thing. I don't know how to explain that.
No, I know what you mean.
It's like the first encounter felt kind of deja vu-y, you know what I mean? And then the dream fucking just perpetuated that, and it's
And then
just
you just wake up and
you
you're
wake up and you're like mind fucked. You're like, God,
is this even real,
Yeah,
or am I
like,
just hanging out with Aaron
fucking
Fink?
Spin the thimble, dude. Fucking
Dude, have you ever had a nightmare? I used to have these a lot when I was a kid, or a dream to where you'd wake up from them and then go right back to sleep and fucking kick right back off where it left off. Dude, we watched Bram Stoker's Dracula when I was like 9, and it scared me.
Yeah.
You know, that movie's like weird, sexy, and fucking all this
It's
weird
very
shit.
theatrical.
Yeah, that's the scariest part because I fucking hate theater, you know, and it's just, that was the nightmare.
It's like legit. It's supposed to be like legit acting, right? You know, legit music.
Dude, totally Gary Oldman. Like, all of it's just fucking over the top. And that's the first nightmare. But I went to sleep, and I kept having nightmares of me being chased down, like, an alley. And then eventually, like, he catches me, and he trips me and grabs me and, like, bend my head and started to, like, bite. And I woke up. And I was like, oh, thank God. Like, Gary Oldman didn't fucking eat my blood, you know what I mean? Like, or suck my blood or whatever. And I was like, my mom was in the other room, and I went in there, and I was like, oh my God, you know, she was like, just go back to sleep. And I was like, okay. Went back to sleep immediately. As soon as I went,
Where were we?
yeah, dude, totally. Yeah, I just fucking, I just wake up in my dream, and I'm like, no, man, no. And it's just fucking instantly. I'm dead serious. And
No, Gary Oldman, no.
Gary Oldman, no. You're going to be in the Fifth Element. It's going to be awesome. No. They fucking, I hated those dreams. You couldn't escape, you know? Oh, that was the worst one for me for sure. But
Gary Oldman was professional too, right?
yeah, oh yeah, he's the bad guy in The Professional.
Professional or Fifth Element? Gary Oldman.
Professional. Coked out.
So good.
Coked
dude.
out detective, crooked cop,
Yeah.
Gary Oldman. That movie's fucking amazing.
So good. Saget.
So, yeah. If you haven't seen it, it's called Leon the Professional or The Professional, depending on which version you watch. Natalie Portman's first role. She's like fucking 10 in it. She's amazing in it.
Very good.
But yeah, you want to see a really good performance of a cokehead. God, he's a good actor, dude.
And he's fucking Bram Stoker, man.
I'm going to have a nightmare about that. I'm going to go to bed tonight and be like, it's me and my wife on a plane to like Amsterdam. I'm like, what do you think, babe? And she's going to be like, Claire! And I'm just,
Sir, would you like a cocktail?
Yeah,
yes, I'll take
Stuart.
it. No, Gary Oldman, no.
oh no, dude, it's in there. This is that shit that you were just talking about. We're going to talk about this now. A week from now, I'm going to forget about it. The night I forget about it, I'm going to go, night. Bam. Gary Oldman getting my fucking blood on.
Yeah. I used to have the same type of nightmare, but it was with, and he's not even that scary. It was the Dracula from Monster Squad.
That's like a just generic ass Dracula.
Yeah. It's the 80, what was it? It was like
It was 80s.
It was the Feldman and fucking those type of dudes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nard was it? He said, Wolfman has nards? You remember that shit?
Dude, I saw that movie like 3 times back then.
Really? It's a good movie.
Monster Squad?
Monster Squad. That's what I said, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to remember, like...
I think it was Monster Squad.
Man, I fucked up a lot. Like, when I was a kid, my dad... Like, knowing this now kind of bums me out a little bit and makes sense for why I didn't fit in with kids growing up. I mean... So my dad, instead of having me watch, like, Monster Squad or Hey Dude or Disney cartoons or anything like that, I was watching RoboCop and, like, fucking Total Recall and Terminator. You know what I mean? Like, which is cool.
But they weren't kids' movies, dude. I
nope.
threw down on kids' movies. You've got, by far, one of the best kids' movies ever is The Explorers.
The Explorers is awesome. I've seen that.
So good, dude.
The movie's awesome.
Flight of the Navigator.
Flight of the Navigator is awesome. I've seen those too.
That fucking movie with Fred Savage, where his brother's like a fucking Nintendo savant.
Oh God, what is that called? With the Power Glove?
Yeah.
The Wizard.
The Wizard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not the Wiz, the Wizard.
Yeah.
The Wiz. You remember the Wiz?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, those fucking movies, that's the shit you should have been watching.
I did see those. You know what I didn't see until I was like 25? Goonies.
Really?
I never saw it as a kid. So when people were like, Sloth loves chunks, I didn't know Sloth looked like that. I thought they were making fun of retarded people. And I was like, that's not cool. You know, I didn't say anything, but I was like, that's weird. My friend's retarded.
It's just fucking Spielberg magic, you know what I mean?
Did you watch, so the Spielberg movie I watched in the 80s?
Indiana Jones.
No, well, I did. But my dad, I watched Close Encounters of the Third Kind a lot.
Really?
And I think that's where it started for, I'm going to reveal something to you right here, right now, and to the people of the world. I was horribly terrified. Number one fear for my entire childhood up until I was a young adult, so like 20, was being abducted by aliens.
What a fucking pussy, dude.
Just that feel. Have you ever seen Fire in the Sky?
No.
That movie's fucking awesome. It's about all these guys in the Pacific Northwest, these loggers in the 70s, witnessed their buddy get abducted by a UFO.
Oh, I mean, I've seen Tommy Knockers.
God. That, by the way, worst CG ever in Tommy Knockers. That movie's terrible. It's trash. Anyway, also, Tommy Knockers. That sounds like a fucking...
Dude, I love Tommy Knockers.
Tommy Knockers sounds like if you go to the Jolly Roger in Lake Dallas and you pay $5 to see the 65-year-old lady's giant titties, those are her Tommy Knockers. Like, right. You know what I mean? Like, those are... Well, they knocked Tommy Green out in fucking 78, man. Those are them Tommy Knockers. Watch out. Brenda will get you with them. So, no, but in Fire in the Sky, I also saw that when I was too young. But T-1000 plays the guy who got abducted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they say it's a real story or whatever. But he gets abducted and then he shows up 2 weeks later. And he's all fucked up and he's freaking out in the news. And the movie's kind of about like how the town dealt with whatever the fuck happened, whether it was true or false. They don't really try to... But there's a scene in that movie where he gets like PTSD attack. And he gets underneath the kitchen table and he starts having visions of what happened to him in the spaceship. And it's all like purposefully distorted so you can't really make out what's going on. But on the table, this bottle of syrup falls over and the syrup starts leaking to the edge. And he's like under the table looking up at the light, like it's the light on the spaceship.
Oh, like some kind of like operating room type of light.
Yes, and it's like it's PTSDing him out. He's freaking out. And the syrup goes off the edge of the table and just starts slowly dripping right on his eyeball, and it shows it like super close up on his eyeball, and
grossed you out.
Grossed me out so fucking bad, man. So I used to have nightmares, or like I would be right before I go to sleep, I'd freak myself out. Did you ever do that? Like scare yourself right before you're about to like really pass out, scare yourself to where you couldn't go to sleep?
Well, I would be watching I Love Lucy when I would, because we didn't have
TV
a whole lot
Land
of channels or whatever. No, it was back when it was on like Channel 9 or whatever.
Channel 11, dude.
No, it was
27.
WFAA or...
It's Channel 8. But yeah, it was a late night.
Not WFAA, KDFX. I don't know. Anyways.
That's 21.
God damn it, dude. It was on Channel 9. Whatever. You come up with what Channel 9 was, that was the one it was on. But I'd be watching I Love Lucy, and those assholes would throw in a goddamn Hellraiser fucking...
Like
trailer, a Hellraiser trailer right before I go to bed, Like, he just fucked up my whole night. Now I have to watch fucking Perry Mason, which comes on after I Love Lucy.
Oh, yeah, that was
You're
the
gonna
worst.
Fuck up my night because Perry Mason's got creepy music on the intro.
And it's all crimes. It's not that...
It's just shit, you know what I mean? And
Perry Mason.
Fucking Hellraiser would make me have to watch Perry Mason. That pissed me off, because I can't go to bed.
Perry Mason, dude.
The worst, dude.
That's such a boring show for a fucking 10-year-old kid.
I was also watching I Love Lucy.
Yeah, but you can at least find jokes in that. Like, there's a lot of sight gags and stuff. But Perry Mason is just dead courtroom drama from like the 40s. Cool. Yeah. Not cool at all.
That's black.
I used to lay in bed and like a truck would drive by and the headlights would shine in the windows. And I would think I saw an alien shadow like on the like in my room.
Oh, you were wigging yourself
out. And then I would just fucking and then just, stay awake for 2 more hours, just shaking, like afraid to move because the alien would sense my movement because they can see movement, They're not T-Rexes, but my only frame of reference for anything was Jurassic Park and alien movies. So, but anyway, that was my childhood, was being terribly afraid of alien UFO movies.
That's not to say I wasn't scared. You know, I had to deal with my own things. You know what I mean? So my door to my bathroom, because we had the Jack and Jill bathroom, you could lock it from my room. So I would have to lock that thing because it's right next to that long ass fucking mirror.
Huge mirror in that bedroom.
So I'd have to lock
bathroom.
the door, and sometimes I would even wedge something underneath the door handle on the against
if you were
the floor,
wigging
like
out
a
real
board
bad
and shit. I'd be like, he ain't coming in tonight, bro.
Yeah.
Not tonight. I am not the one.
Yeah, I'm not today. I know some nights he just comes in and hovers over me, but tonight I'm not even in the mood for that. Fucking
no, not tonight.
Do your kids? Are they afraid of something?
No, not something. Afraid of everything.
Really?
Well, like my son has to sleep with his closet light on. He can't, even with the door shut, the closet door shut. He's got to have the light on.
How old are you when you stopped doing that? I was like 6 or 7. I didn't need.
I didn't have to have lights on, but I did freak out because I'll say it. I did freak out about Candyman. You know what I mean?
It's already established.
No, I'll say his name.
Who?
I said I didn't say it 3 times. I say his name once. But you know that was like 12, maybe 13 almost.
Yeah, but you have the lights off.
Yeah, I wouldn't sleep with the lights on.
Like lights on is
lights ain't gonna save you from a motherfucker that comes through the mirror, dude.
Right? Lights ain't gonna save you from that. It's not gonna save you from an alien. It's not gonna save you from nothing. It's just gonna keep you comfortable.
Yeah.
So what's your daughter afraid of?
Oh, she don't give a shit, dude. She goes so hard during the day with fucking
all her somersaults with flips.
Yeah,
and shit.
with the cartwheels and shit. When it's bedtime, she's like, "See you." She'll shut her door, turn all her lights off. She's like, I don't give a fuck.
She's like, I'm too fucking tired to fuck with It the Clown. Like Pennywise can kill me. I don't give a fuck.
She is like my wife. She prefers to have. We got her an alarm clock that has. She likes the sounds.
My wife does too.
So she'll do like a fucking fog or like just static noise.
White noise?
Yeah, white noise, I think.
So my wife uses a noisemaker that her mom gave her when she was like 4 years old. So our bedroom's pretty modern, and then we have this fucking yellow plastic ass.
Does she have to go crink?
Dude,
crink.
And it's crink. And it's like slowly dying. So it's like whenever she turns it on, it goes
Gotta start.
You know, it's just I'm like, dude, that thing's gonna burn this fucking house down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then whenever we go out of town, she has an app on her phone.
My wife she found out about that a couple years ago and she downloaded it, and I'm going to bed and she's like, hold on. And I'm like, you're gonna drain your battery fucking running this goddamn noise app all night.
Yeah, it's loud as shit. So I have trouble with those. I don't anymore, but I had trouble whenever we first started dating getting past that, because I'm the kind of person that I would leave the TV on and then set a sleep timer.
Oh.
And I'd fall asleep with the TV. So I would need.
I think we've had that conversation.
I would need a little bit of chaos. I don't anymore because she introduced the worst chaos to me, which is white noise. So that invites all types of weird shit in your brain whenever you're trying to go to sleep and you're like,
it's just penetrating your fucking psyche, dude. You're like, fucking, I can't. It's beating you. It's like white noise. Trying to
white
go
noise.
to sleep.
How is Magic Johnson still alive? He did not succumb to AIDS. Tell me why. Somebody tell me why, please. You know what I mean? Like all the weird questions. How many guys was Madonna fucked? You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But now, and then I'm dead serious. That shit asked those questions of me. That fucking 80s noisemaker is like, yo, how many guys is Madonna? And I'm like, Austin, I don't know, man.
Austin, hey, you still up?
Yeah, dude, like,
you still up? Hey, how many guys you think Madonna's fuck? Shh.
Yeah, shh. And I'm like, man, I don't know. Let's find out. Just pull my phone back out and start fucking, dude.
He's like, dude, that's fucking. Oh, she's waking up. She's waking up. Dude, you probably fucked a bunch of guys though. What? There's a number. Dude, come on, man. What do you...
My phone just alerted me that somebody's trying to sign in with my shit in Louisiana.
What?
Yeah, it like...
into your Apple?
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
Tell them no thanks, man. We don't want any.
God bless. Let me send this.
Into your Apple account?
Yeah.
Well, hey, just tell me your username and password real quick. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, let me get that on here for you. No, but God damn it. Let me pull up my notes. Sorry, that was a scary one, folks. That's your worst fear right there.
Oh yeah, dude.
Fucking
I get those
identity
all the
theft.
time though. That's like I'm always worried about that shit, but when it happens, I'm like, fuck. Like I was saying, I've had people call me and put me down as a. I've had people call me and say that somebody put me down as a reference to buy a house in Arkansas, and they're like, "Oh, you know Twanda?" I was like, "No, I don't know Twanda. Don't give her that fucking house because she's a liar." You know what I mean?
Twanda?
And I've had like Apple Store call me and say, "Hey, something about a warranty or a return or something." I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
Sorry.
And I've had Apple send me a receipt, and I've called the Apple Store. I'm like, why did you send this to me? And they're like, oh, that's whatever this guy, the email address the guy gave us when he purchased this or whatever.
Wow.
I was like, all right, well, he ain't getting the email.
Did you see that Facebook leak last night?
What?
Did you see that Facebook leak last night? 544 million user data got leaked last night.
I only get on Facebook to see how fat people we went to school with used, have
Mark
gotten.
Zuckerberg's data got leaked. Phone number, all of it.
He's got his shit on his Facebook account?
It's private, but yeah.
What?
Dude, the daughter of the president of China, Winnie the Pooh, get at me, fucking China. Have you heard about him being all crazy? Oh, like Winnie the Pooh's banned in China because people call him that.
Oh.
Because he's a piece of shit motherfucker. Fuck him. They call him Winnie the Pooh, so it's banned in China. You cannot say Winnie the Pooh. You can't put pictures up of it. Character is dead.
Okay.
So he's crazy. He'll like black bag people. They'll never be seen again. His daughter's info got leaked and like naked pictures of her and shit. And people were like taunting him on Twitter. So their whole like countries are going to get vaporized in a minute. Anyway, that's why I was like freaking out because I was like,
your naked pics are going to get out. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
my naked pics on Facebook. Yeah. Let me tell you.
I get you.
All right. Let me talk about Chick-fil-A for a second.
Go on.
My pleasure. I have a theory, and I want to see if you can back me up on this. Chick-fil-A. How's your experience every time you go into Chick-fil-A? What's it like?
It's just top-notch service from beginning to end.
It's clean as fuck, right? Top-notch. Everybody's pleasant.
They even have the stools in the bathroom for the little fucking kids to fucking wash their hands. Like, how much more do you...
It's thoughtful. It's clean. Clearly wealthy. Like a little too clean. A little too thoughtful. Right?
I don't know. Yeah.
Closet gay dude fucking ran Chick-fil-A, bro. I'm telling you right now. The guy who started Chick-fil-A and he's so anti-gay and everything like that.
The old man that died?
Gay. Mega gay, dude. Think about it. Everybody fucking got their shit buttoned up, looking top notch. Everything's too clean. Okay, if I know anything about gay people, is they're all wealthy, they're all way too clean, and they're all too thoughtful. They're awesome. Chick-fil-A is that. And you know, whenever like the senators who like try to pass shit to like ban gay marriage and stuff, and then it comes out they've been texting some fucking Puerto Rican guy about his dick. You know, they're gayer than gay. Guy who started Chick-fil-A, gayest dude of all time. Get at me on that.
I don't.
You can't back me up on that?
Back you
His
up
old
on
ass
that,
looking over the exit.
I'm like having to back up from
Big
the
old fucking
podcast. Like,
closet. No, because you don't want Chick-fil-A to ban you. What are they going to do?
no, dude. Like,
my pleasure.
I think that if anything,
he's closet gay.
No, if anything has to do with homosexuality, he may have saw how some mom and pop business was running by two pops. You know what I mean?
Some pop and pop businesses?
Yeah. I think he just saw that quality and quality of service fucking sells itself. I don't think that has anything to do with his lifestyle.
I'm telling you right now. Has everything to do with his lifestyle.
He was hardcore Christian dude too, wasn't he?
Bingo. Those dudes who beat that drum harder than ever, or the ones
Beat that
that are
taint super hard.
beating them balls against their butthole? I'm telling you right now.
I can't
Do your research. He's gayer than gay. And he's super dead, and he's burning in hell because he was gay. According to him. I'm not. Yeah. They're fucking rolling him.
super dead and burning in hell.
Yeah. They're rolling him off the cliff of hell in his wheelchair, and it's just all dicks. And he's like, I love it, but I really don't.
Yeah. They're going to dump him. They're like, my pleasure.
See?
Would you like extra Chick-fil-A sauce?
Yeah. My pleasure. Dude, I'm telling you.
I can't back you on that.
Look into it, man. Just look into it. The signs are all there.
I'm not buying it. If anything, I'm just pissed that more people haven't used that business model. They're just slinging chicken, and it's not that
You know who
expensive.
could really benefit from that business model?
What?
Popeyes.
No, Popeyes food is
No,
good
Popeyes
sometimes.
food's awesome.
But
I'm
they
talking about the
don't-
experience.
Yeah, they don't run that shit for, you know what I
Dude,
mean?
you walk in, everybody's on their phones.
Nobody speaks English half the time. You know what I mean? And you're just like, the chicken. I want the chicken.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah, chicken. Yeah.
Yeah, we got that. What kind of sides you want? You're like, mashed potatoes. They're like, chicken.
Yeah, I got the chicken.
And then, dude, when the chicken sandwich craze was happening with Popeyes, it shined a light on how fucking light years ahead Chick-fil-A is over
dude.
Popeyes. Popeyes reminds me of that Church's on 121 Business
Oh, yeah.
that me and the bearded one would go to all the time. You know which Church's I'm talking about. You go in there, no employees are wearing any uniforms.
You have to
They're all-
order at the fucking little window
Yes,
thing.
outside because people kept getting beat up inside. Yeah, you go in there and there'd be like dudes and wife beaters. And you're like, oh, go ahead, man. He's like, I work here.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah.
What you need,
Yeah,
player?
what you need. I work here. I'm taking your order. Like, usually you stand behind the counter. Yeah, some dude died back there. It's cool. What do you want? You know what I mean?
He's just writing it on his hand with a pen. What do you want, dude?
And they would always, I would go in there all the time. They'd be running some special where you get like the family basket for $15 and I have like 3 nights worth of food for me and my roommate, you know, for the bearded one. I remember one time we went in there and I ordered the shit and we were waiting forever. And the employee behind the counter and some customer got in a giant argument about honey because the guy had asked for a bunch of honey and he only gave him like 3 packets. And he was like, you think this is enough for the biscuits? I got 10 biscuits and you got it. And he was like, you want honey? Fucking take it. And he took like 2 handfuls and just threw it on him, right?
God.
And then I was just like, man, I love this church because it had the best food. Like all the anger was cooked into the food, you know? So fucking good.
Right. And it really shows.
And after he threw all the honey and the dude like picked up a couple and then he just left. And the dude was like, fat boy, your food's ready. Fucking to me.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
dude.
Like, dude, don't take that shit out on me.
I was like, only fat guy in here.
Shit better be hot,
I
too.
still did it. I still did the fucking, you know, and he was like, yeah. I went up there and he was like, have a good one. I was like, cool, you know. It's so hostile in there.
Oh, dude.
But when the chicken sandwich craze was happening, there was cell phone video at every Popeyes where all that was happening every day. And I don't know if you saw it. There's a video on YouTube. Did you see where they caught the dude selling the sandwiches?
What do you mean?
Okay, so the chicken sandwich craze was going fucking wildfire throughout the nation. And this customer's filming, and there's all this yelling in the back. You can't see it. And then there's this brawl from the back to the front counter of employees fighting. One of the employees took like 10 chicken sandwiches and went behind the menu out by the drive-thru lane and was like, hey, $10, I got that chicken sandwich for you. And they were fucking, and he was doing it under the table and pocketing the money, and somebody else found out in there, and they all brought him in and beat the shit out of him. Yeah. Just look up employees selling chicken sandwiches on the side or whatever.
Got that side hustle.
But I was like, fucking Popeyes. But did you go on the Popeyes, like the one off of Hebron I used to work by? There was always like flies in there. Everybody's on their cell phones.
Bathrooms are unkept.
Dude, no, nothing. There like stains on the wall. Like it looks like people smoke in there when there's no customers because there's like yellow tiles everywhere, and you're like,
Yeah.
Anyway, Popeyes is janky, but that food's good.
God, it's so good, dude.
They got all those sauces.
The black and ranch.
Black and ranch, bro.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's really good.
Would you have cane sauce? Would you rather have cane sauce or blackened ranch?
I feel like the blackened ranch is more versatile.
Cane sauce is real good on chicken, not much else.
Yeah.
Ranch is I'm kind of falling out of love with ranch. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Why are you squinting at me like that?
I thought I heard an alien behind you.
No, dude. Don't fucking do that. All right, so that was the first one. My note was Chick-fil-A, Closet Gay ran that shit. So there we go. Oh. I'm going to tell my favorite story about my Uncle Jay. All right. So we were at...
I'm waiting for more of the song, dude.
It's a hit, dude. Don't worry about it. Okay, back up. Do you remember when we were growing up, every once in a while your neighbor's car would be in their yard? Like you'd wake up in the morning and they're
I lived in a regular neighborhood, dude.
Okay. One of my favorite things ever would be like getting up and going to school and seeing like the neighbor across the street's truck just in the middle of his yard in the morning. Like, oh, Tommy went out and fucking hit the bar pretty hard and fucking just parked his truck wherever, right? So this happened on occasion, off and on throughout my life. But my favorite one of these was my Uncle Jay, Dirty D's dad. Or Uncle Rusty. We called him Uncle Jay because he'd always...
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He'd smoke a joint, but he would really just have the cherry poking out. The whole rest of the joint would be in his mouth, and he'd be licking it. So gross, dude. You try to hit the joint after him, it was just like, oh, cool, this mop with weed in it. Like, ugh. Anyway, so he was partying one night at the Jolly Roger, not even joking, or whatever it turned into. And we were partying at Dirty D's house. And it's probably like 1 or 2 in the morning. And we're just like hanging out. We're not even being loud. We're just hanging out. But all of a sudden down the street, we hear this boom, boom, boom. And then we hear this in the house. And we're like, what the fuck? And then I hear music. We run outside. And do you remember Dirty D's yard?
Yeah.
Do you remember how their driveway...
The trench or whatever?
It had trenches on either side of the driveway because it had a culvert underneath the driveway. So Uncle Jay had way too many at the bar and was just listening to the doors loud as fuck in his car. And he tried to turn into the driveway, and he took the turn way too... He cut it way too... He cut it. He cut it way too whatever. He fucking hit the trench doing like 40 miles an hour. And he fucking BAM! And launched up. Right? And drove the car into the garage door. Right? So I come out there and I see these giant ruts in the yard leading to the driveway. And then I look over and I hear him. Dude, he's got the door open. The garage door is dented. It's not like drove all the way through, but it's fucked. And he's got his leg out of the car. And he's just fucking... Doors cranked all the way up, and he's, don't you love her madly? Still partying.
Still going.
Still fucking partying. This is the funniest shit.
You're not going to fuck up my jam.
Yeah, dude, he's like, I'm alive. House isn't destroyed. But, dude, we woke up the next morning, and there's just fucking... The whole yard's rutted out from him just fucking cruising in, super drunk. Just jamming. We're like, dude, are you okay? And he didn't even hear us. He's fucking, don't you love her, man? Did you walk it out the door? You know, didn't even... I don't know where he slept that night. We just were like, cool, went back inside. We didn't even fucking see if he had like a fracture or anything. Dude. But I was going to ask you if you ever saw or
you talking about that sparked something for me.
Okay, good.
I went to the Galleon, to the Jolly Roger. What else has it been?
It's somebody's name now.
Yeah, Molly Malone's or something. I don't know. I went there when I was 17.
Saggy tits.
Shattered dreams.
Yeah. Low ass ceilings in that bitch.
Lake Dallas has-beens. I went there when I was 17 because my girlfriend at the time, her mom was fucking the bartender. So we were drinking like
what?
Whiskey and like just getting fucked up at the bar. And
at the Galleon.
Dude, and it was fucking, I'm 17, I'm fat.
Everybody's smoking in there.
I'm fat. The only facial hair I've got is these fucking mean ass mutton chop sideburns, and it's not enough to make me look like I fit in there, you know what I mean? It just looks fucking... Anyways.
You look like a fat child with sideburns.
Exactly. And I'm like fucking watching my back, trying to fucking, you know, there's shady shit going down in there.
And you're like, okay, I'm too young to be in here. And that place is scary.
Yeah, and plus my girlfriend was this small little fucking redhead. I'm sure everybody's trying to fuck her, you know what I mean? Because they see this young little fucking, they're assuming that she's 21. That was my water. They're assuming that she's like 21 or something because she's fucking in the bar or whatever, you know? Anyways, is this whole, everything's going on and I'm fucking like on my toes, you know what I mean? Ready to fucking just bail on my girlfriend and just fucking just leave.
At any moment, just fucking.
At the side of any danger.
Yeah, the codes move.
Yes,
yeah.
just fucking, don't do that.
I got warrants.
Yeah. So she knows this guy. It's like somebody around town that's got money or something like that. Her mom's husband knew the guy. And she's like, oh, that's so-and-so. He's got like a bunch of rent houses around town. He's got a little bit of money or whatever. And she's like, he's kind of a big deal. Like, people don't fuck with him. I was like, okay. And he's shithoused. And he
owns 3 rental properties in Lake Dallas.
3 rent houses and 1 laundromat.
Cool. Are they all on Hook Street? Yeah. He ain't got shit, man.
Yeah. But no, you see him stumble to the jukebox, comes back to the fucking bar, and he puts his hand on the bar, and somebody's talking to him like, hey, Billy, man, you got fucking, you know that, and he just fucking puts his fingers on the guy's lips, and you just hear, the
Jimi Hendrix Star Spangled
Banner. And he gets on his knee, dude. He puts his fingers on the dude's lip, gets on his knee, like, and he's like fucking doing like a kneel with his head down, but like also fucking like trying to do some white power shit or some kind of crazy, it's like combo move. And fucking somebody's like, Billy, and he's like, fucking, and he's got his beer in his hand the whole time, you know, he's like, fucking, and then he fucking, in the middle of the song, like he's so into it, I think his muscles forget that he's holding the beer and just, and the bartender was like, Billy, what the fuck, man? And Billy goes, and this dude kept fucking talking to him, man. Like, you're fucking stupid, man. You dropped the beer, you fucking idiot. He fucking waits for the whole song to finish, like fucking 6-minute fucking Jimmy getting it. And and then as it's over, he gets up and fucking punches the guy in the fucking mouth. He goes, don't you ever fucking disrespect Jimmy like that ever again.
Dude.
And I told my girlfriend, I was like, we got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
we got to get the fuck out of here.
Adults are crazy.
Yeah.
Can we start going to the Galleon?
But if it goes like that, so fucked up, dropping bottles. Everybody's yelling at him and like fucking up his vibe, but he doesn't let it phase him. He's like, no, I'm gonna get this Jimi Hendrix in my shit. And then just fucking,
dude.
It was nuts.
So how baller is it that you're a regular there and people also know that you're not a guy to fuck with because you got rental properties and shit? You know what I mean? Like,
he got rental property money. You know what I mean?
Do you think that happens at every local, like every small town bar in the country? There's one guy in there that just kind of runs things.
Well, there's always that guy at the bar that's looking for trouble, though. You know, it's along the same lines. Like I did that.
How do you get there?
I don't know.
How do you become that guy?
I tried to defuse it one time. We went to Hot Shots on 121, and there was some guy. I think he was hustling red, or he thought he was hustling red on pool.
Oh, and red was really hustling.
Waxed that ass.
Yeah, of course he did.
And that guy was like, "Fuck you." He was a big old dude. He's like, "Fuck you. I'm not paying you." And they're like, "Oh man, don't." He's kind of rough, man. And I went over to him and I was just joking with him, and he looked at me and I like kind of kept joking with him, and he's like, "Hey man, shut the fuck up." He's like, I'll kick your fucking ass. And I go, 2 beers. And I put a beer there and he looked at me and he's like, didn't say thank you or nothing. And I was like, take it easy. You know what I mean? Just those type of guys. It's like,
dude, how do you get there? That's what I want to know. Like, how does your life go from like you being the apprentice at the bar and like seeing the guy doing the fucking to all of a sudden you're the guy? Like, what is that journey like?
Probably got to pay your dues. You got to work your way up the ranks. You know what I mean?
Do you have to have, I think you have to have a good job and a partner, and y'all are either about to get married or you get married and it's short-lived, explodes.
A lot of the times my dad wasn't that guy, but he fit into some of that shit. It's usually a guy that's got a city job with a pension, benefits. You know what I mean? It's like, man, he got a city job.
He's,
You know what I
he's
mean?
protected.
That's that steady paycheck coming in. You know what I mean? He's got that pension. He's got good workman's comp. You know what I mean?
There's guys you can hit, and there's guys you can't. The city job, you can't hit
that
them.
guy.
You can't hit them.
So I just fucking stupid, dude. The laws and the fucking unspoken rules in bars, so dumb.
That's what I want to. I want to know. Like, can somebody please tell us how to become the guy at the bar that everybody knows your name? Da, 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 da. Right.
I think you have to. It's all about setting that precedent. You know what I mean? You find somebody that you know you can fuck up, and you just go.
It's prison rules at first.
You fucking just lay it down, and then you fucking anybody else. There's only like 2 people in the bar, and they're like, no. And he's like, that's what I thought. Let everybody know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, tell your friends.
Yeah.
You know, fuck with Chicago Chuck over here.
Yeah.
I'm new in town. I wore sunglasses in this bitch. Like, I think that's what you have to do.
I got 2 shaved ice stands.
Yeah, totally.
I don't fuck around. I got city jobs, shaved ice shits. Just play money.
You got to create your own legend and then promote the fuck out of it, but only in that one bar, right? They see you at Walmart and you got to fucking, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't shit there, but you come down to the Galleon on Saturday night and you try to turn off Jimmy. I'm going to fucking punch you in the face and break a beer bottle over your head.
This is my place. Yeah.
Yeah, you go, yeah, I got 2 shaved ice stands. Okay. I fuck with no rubbers ever. Okay. So that kid of yours could be mine. You don't know. No rubbers at all.
I fuck with no rubbers.
It's just like the weirdest shit. Like, okay, man, exclusive Hawaiian shirts, never an undershirt, gold chain, 1 gold chain. That's it.
That's it. You're like giving them the rules. Like, this is how you be me.
Yeah,
1 gold chain.
Yeah.
I fuck with no rubbers on.
Yeah. Every Friday morning, I start my day off with my dick getting sucked. I don't care who. I don't care how. But it's Friday morning tomorrow. You want to be in my... No?
The dick's getting sucked.
Yeah, the dick's
Either
getting
way.
sucked. You want to be there for it? Then keep walking. That's how I'm going to start talking to people. Like, I run the
1
Galleon.
gold chain.
Yeah, 1 gold chain. Not 2. No pendants. Straight chain. Caught in this taco meat. Which I don't have much of, but you... Dude, can we wear Hawaiian shirts?
You want me to flaunt it?
I want you to fucking... You pretty much have Bob Ross hidden underneath your shirt.
And on my shoulders, and on my back.
Oh, dude.
And on my back pussy.
Where were we at? Oh, we were in New Orleans when you were getting out of the pool, and I just remember your back just looking like...
Just the water droplets falling down it, dude. Like one of those Plinko machines, like clink, 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 clink. And then getting lost in my fucking back pussy. Just...
Dude, there's so much hair. Them haunches.
It's rough, dude. I don't know.
That was like 6 years ago. I don't even want to know what it looks like now.
It's so bad.
Have you ever trimmed it?
I usually get my wife to buzz it if we're going like if we're getting fancy.
You don't want it to like come out the sleeves or anything?
If we're getting fancy with it, you know. No, if we go like to a water park or like go on vacation, you know.
But then it comes
for sure. Got to hit
vengeance.
the shoulders. Shoulders be fucking.
Dude, yeah. Shoulder hair is the weirdest because it just grows.
Yeah.
Like there's no rhyme or reason. You can't get it to stand there. And whenever you walk around with your shirt off and you just feel the fucking wind blowing on the shoulder.
Yeah.
It feels so good. We should do a motorcycle tour across America with our fucking braided ass shoulder hair, because I know you got long ass shoulder hair. I have long ass shoulder hair. We can braid that bitch and anyway, we're gonna party with that. What's the time? You get anything else?
No, I had something I wanted to end it with, but
you're doing it.
No, I'll just save it.
Okay.
It was a good one.
Why are you gonna do this?
It was a good one. I haven't told you about this story, I don't think, too.
Well, now you have to roll out the red carpet.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to hype it up because it's not that good.
You want to save it for next week or 2 weeks from now?
Yeah.
Next episode. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me hold on.
Oh, dude, I think I have something. Dude, he has risen. Come on.
Yeah, this is all just fucking random shit. Oh, let me tell you real quick. I forgot to. Okay. Remember, I never got to say the other most disgusting thing I've ever done when I was talking about the BG shit. I don't know why it put me in this kind of vibe, but I was listening to, this was a couple months ago. I was listening to 80s what is it, alternative?
Hell yeah. Like new wave and shit like that.
Yeah, new wave type shit. And I was listening to Depeche Mode.
Yeah.
and I was listening to the, what's their hit?
Hungry Like the Wolf.
Enjoy what?
Hungry Like the Wolf. Oh wait, it's Duran Duran. Sorry.
Ugh.
You like Duran Duran?
No, but I'm saying that's not Depeche Mode.
It was my bad.
It was Enjoy the Silence.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. That song's awesome.
Do you know how the song goes?
Boom bang, boom bang, boom bang, boom bang. Yeah.
Words like silence causes violence. Yeah.
Yeah. They can only bear now.
Yeah. That song was fucking going on, and I was listening to it on my shower speaker.
You have a shower speaker?
Fuck yeah, I got a shower speaker. Anyways, anyway, it for some reason it put me in a vibe, and it put me in like a fucking Silence of the Lambs vibe.
Did you tuck it?
So I tucked my junk, and I'm going, well, it's like so. I saw myself in the mirror doing. Was it here in my arms?
Yeah. That's a really good song to do that to.
And I was like fucking, and I did the little 360, came back around like,
Still
they
tucked?
can only bring home. Oh yeah, tucked the whole time, dude.
Did your wife see this?
No.
God, you should have walked out and been like, "Would you fuck me?"
Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, that was the vibe, right?
That's so awesome.
But I was fucking doing it, and then I got big mirrors in my bathroom, and I caught myself in the mirror, and like, my mirror self looked at me and goes, "What are you doing, dude? What are you doing?" And I was like, "What are we?
Are we not feeling this
like,
no more?"
And he's like, "No,
you're an adult. You have kids."
And I look at my bush hanging out, and I'm like, "Oh, I shouldn't be." And he's like, "Mirror codes is like, dude,
check yourself, bro."
And I was like, "Oh, this isn't good."
You talked yourself out of it.
Yeah.
Dude, you should have walked out and shown your wife.
Silence causes violence.
You would have walked out in the bedroom like that, and you would have just had your eyes closed, and you would hear her go, "What are you doing?" And you'd open your eyes, and you'd see the smoke poof, and then her like shape out the wall, like through the wall.
Divorce papers are flying up in the air.
Dude, think about how big that outline would be.
Oh God,
9 feet, fucking lanky
the
ass.
effects guy's like pumping the smoke thing. He's like, "Dude, we need more smoke."
Our wives are built like Gumby.
But yeah, that was the other. When I told that other thing, I was like, I've done something way more disgusting than the fucking BG strut. And it was the fucking Depeche Mode fucking tuck dick dance.
I thought you were gonna tell me that you were beating it up one night and just staring at yourself in the mirror, American Psycho style.
Fucking no.
I was like, yes, yes. Were you in that hat?
Yeah.
Fucking. Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for joining me this week. I know it's a little later than we normally do it, but yeah. And for everybody out there who wants to reach out to us, you got any fun stories like we've got, or any suggestions or questions for us, such as like who wins in a knife or a bat fight?
Huh?
Knife versus bat, right? If I have a knife and you have a bat, who's gonna win? Stuff like that. Ask us stuff like that.
But there's so many qualifiers, like how big's the knife? You know what I mean?
See what I mean? It gets the ball rolling for us. But anyway, reach out to us at semifriendlycast@gmail.com.
What other shit is like? I'm looking at the back of your camera, like your camera can see me. What else?
Ooh.
What else? What other pink shit is legit? You know what I mean?
Ooh,
Get some
that's
more
a good
pink
one.
shit in the mix. We've already got the fucking soap. So don't mention soap. I know the soap.
Big
is
League Chew.
A1, top tier. We got Big League Chew, amoxicillin, Pink Starburst.
I'm gonna throw it
Somebody's
out there.
gonna say pussy. No, give us good shit.
My grandpa used to say titty pink in reference to nipples, so I'm gonna throw that one out there.
Okay.
Also bubble yum.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bubble
And
yum.
What's the one that was in a tape?
Bubble tape, dude.
Bubble tape. God, how come I couldn't piece those together? What's the gum that's in a tape? Oh, you're talking about bubble tape?
One time in third grade, the bully at McNair fucking stole my bubble tape and fucking whipped it out like Indiana Jones and ruined all, like in the dirt.
Oh, fuck.
Just fucking like did it like a whip. And I was like, that was cool, but fuck, man, that was my bubble tape. Anyway, semifriendlycast@gmail.com. Give us a shout and maybe we'll help you.
Walk straight.
You're mad at yourself because you didn't fuck it up. I saw that in your face.